What's up, Commanders fans? Welcome back to Commanders HQ, your go-to source for everything Washington Commanders. If you love keeping up with the latest moves, rumors, and big-time signings, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a thing. Alright, let's get into it, because the Commanders just made a blockbuster move to protect our franchise quarterback, Jayden Daniels. Breaking news coming out of Washington. The Commanders have acquired Pro Bowl left tackle Laremy Tunsil from the Houston Texans. This is a game-changing move, and it proves that the front office is all in on protecting Jayden Daniels as we gear up for another deep playoff run. According to Adam Schefter, the Commanders sent a package of draft picks to Houston in exchange for Tunsil. Here's what the deal looks like. Commanders receive LT Laremy Tunsil, a 4th-round pick, 2025. Texans receive a 3rd-round pick, 2025, a 7th-round pick, 2025, a 2nd-round pick, 2026, and a 4th-round pick, 2026. Now let's break this down. Tunsil is one of the best pass protectors in the NFL. He's been a rock-solid left tackle since being drafted by the Dolphins in 2016. Houston traded for him in 2019 and rewarded him with massive contract extensions in both 2020 and 2022. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, and last season, he allowed just 3 sacks and over 800 snaps. That's the kind of security you want for your franchise quarterback. This trade is huge for Jayden Daniels. As a young quarterback, having an elite left tackle watching your blind side is a game changer. We all saw how much pressure Daniels faced last season, even with his mobility. Now, with Tunsil locking down the left side, he'll have more time in the pocket to make plays and less reason to scramble under pressure. Let's be real. Offensive. Line play has been one of Washington's biggest weaknesses in recent years, but Adam Peters is not messing around. This trade shows he's serious about giving Daniels every chance to succeed. With Tunsil, the Commanders now have an anchor on the O-line, and that should help improve the entire unit. For Houston, this trade is about cap space and draft picks. The Texans believe they can find a replacement for Tunsil while adding valuable draft capital for the future. It's a risky move on their part, but for Washington, it's a win-now move, plain and simple. Meanwhile, in other Commanders-related news, former Washington defensive tackle Jonathan Allen could be heading to the Minnesota Vikings. Allen, a 2-time Pro Bowler, spent all 8 years of his career in Washington, but with the team making big changes this offseason, he was released. Now, the Vikings have reportedly shown serious interest in signing him. Minnesota is coming. Off a strong 14-3 season, but they were eliminated in the wild card round. Adding a veteran like Allen to their already strong defense could give them the extra push they need in the NFC. Plus, their head coach, Kevin O'Connell, is familiar with Allen from his time in Washington as an assistant coach. Allen would join a defensive unit that ranked among the best in the league last season. The Vikings had 2 double-digit sack linebackers in Jonathan Greenard and Andrew Van Ginkel, but their defensive line needs reinforcements. That's where Allen comes in. Losing Chinn is a tough blow for the Commanders' defense. He was one of the most consistent and reliable defenders last season, finishing with 117 tackles, tying his career high from his rookie year in 2020 with the Carolina Panthers. Along with his tackling prowess, he contributed 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, and 7 tackles for loss. Chinn brought an aggressive, physical presence to the secondary and was a major asset against both the run and pass. When the Commanders signed Chinn to a 1-year, prove-it deal last offseason, many were unsure what to expect after his underwhelming final year with the Panthers. But in Washington, he thrived. He fit perfectly into the hybrid safety role, allowing him to play both in coverage and near the line of scrimmage as an enforcer. His impact was felt all season long, especially in crucial moments when he made game-changing plays. The Commanders clearly valued Chinn, but with free agency, it always comes down to money. Washington is being strategic with its spending, ensuring that they allocate resources to the most critical positions. While a 2-year, $16 million deal isn't outrageous, it seems that the front office decided to prioritize other areas of the defense rather than locking Chinn up long-term. It's also possible that the team has confidence in its younger players or sees an opportunity to grab a safety in the draft or later in free agency. After all, Washington has been aggressive in reshaping the roster under new general manager Adam Peters, and with plenty of cap space still available, they may have other moves up their sleeve. For Las Vegas, this is a great move. The Raiders are looking to build a strong defensive identity, and Chinn's versatility makes him a perfect fit for their system. Pairing him with another hard-hitting safety in Marcus Epps should give the Ihaditanio Raiders a solid back-end duo capable of making life difficult for opposing quarterbacks and running backs alike. Chinn's ability to line up in multiple spots makes him a valuable chess piece for any defense. Whether dropping back in coverage, blitzing off the edge, or stuffing the run, he can do it all. Raiders fans should be excited about this signing because they're getting a high motor, high-impact player who plays with a lot of energy and heart. Now, Commanders fans, don't panic. Washington has already moved to replace Allen, signing former 49ers and Jets DT Javon Kinlaw to a 3-year, $45 million deal. Some might say it's a bit of an overpay, but Kinlaw has the talent to make a big impact if he stays healthy. Losing Allen definitely hurts, but it was time for a change. The team is moving in a new direction, and this offseason has been about bringing in the right pieces to build a long-term contender. Kinlaw will have big shoes to fill, but Washington's front office believes he can get the job done. The message from the front office is loud and clear. Washington is going for it. After last year's surprise run to the NFC Championship, they're making big-time moves to ensure this team doesn't take a step backward. Trading for Deebo Samuel, re-signing Bobby Wagner and Zach Ertz, and now adding Laremy Tunsil? This team is serious about competing at the highest level. And let's not forget, they still have over $70 million in cap space to make more moves. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about the Commanders trading for Laremy Tunsil? Was it the right move? How do you feel about Jonathan? Allen possibly signing with the Vikings? Will we regret letting him go? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Commanders HQ for more breaking news, analysis, and everything. Washington Commanders. Let's keep the conversation going. And as always, HTTC.